Moving on to the next model, wholesale, where you have legitimate invoices or a letter of permission from a brand owner. So rolling into wholesale, this is my preferred method of selling. The pros on that are it's scalable. You're adding to income. So you add a wholesale account, it does well, and you order month after month, and then you find another wholesale account. Now, with retail and online arbitrage, you're constantly replacing a source of income. When you find a profitable item that's on sale, it goes out of stock, and now you have to replace that income with a new find, right? With wholesale, you're adding to income, so you're scaling your business, you're growing your business. I would highly recommend that everybody looks at the wholesale model because it gives you a way to scale that business upwards. You can also find replens with wholesale. So every month you can just go back to that same supplier, buy the same product like clockwork. It's consistent. You can put in larger order quantities, whereas with retail and online arbitrage, you're restricted to quantities and how many you can find or how many they have in store and that sort of thing. If you do wholesale right and you build a relationship outside of dealing with a distributor and go direct to a brand owner, now you start adding value for that brand owner by showing your expertise as a seller. You can probably land some semi or exclusive accounts on Amazon, which gives you the ability to sell that product and boot off any other sellers. Another option is you can eventually move into representing their brands for them on Amazon and even using their seller accounts. So you don't have to buy any inventory. You just get a percentage of their sales. The other safe way of selling on Amazon is to avoid IP and restrictions altogether. And with wholesale, if there ever is a concern about intellectual property, you can prove that these are legitimate products because you have invoices from that supplier proving as such. Now, some of the cons with wholesale are it's time-consuming initially. It takes a long time to find good wholesale accounts, to reach out to them, to get approval, and then dig through their catalogs to find profitable items. Or, going the other way, reverse wholesale sourcing, it takes a while to filter through all of the products that come back as qualified products and then follow up with all the suppliers. So you're putting in a lot of upfront work. Now, it's worth it because long-term, even one wholesale account can literally transform your business. But it does require a lot of time up front, and it's certainly not an instant gratification. So I usually recommend to people that they have some online arbitrage and retail arbitrage going on the side as they're simultaneously focusing on the wholesale model because it helps them scale their business long term, but also pay the bills and keep the lights on and get some money coming in while they're building the long-term model. The other downside, I guess you could say, with wholesale is that it requires more capital. Obviously, you're buying larger quantities, so you're going to need more money to place those orders. Now, you could use credit if you've got a product that's selling well and you know it's sold like clockwork according to Keepa month after month after month, and you know roughly how many your share of that buy box you're going to sell. You could calculate that if I put it on my credit card, by the time Amazon sell it and pay me out, I'm broke even and I can pay the invoice and move on to the next one. So bit of a risk. It's about managing cash flow, but it is, in this business, certainly a requirement to be able to stomach that and do that. So it does require more money. You're going to have shipping and prep costs because most wholesalers will charge you shipping. So you're going to be having the products shipped to a prep and ship company who are then going to inspect them, label them, and send them off to Amazon. So you have additional shipping costs with the wholesale model. So that's something to keep in mind. Rejection. It's sales 101. It's cold calling, basically. You've got to pick up the phone and dial and call suppliers and have them basically tell you, get lost. Who the hell are you? I don't want to talk to you. So you would think buying a product from a supplier would be easy, but actually it's not. They don't want to sell to just anyone. You're going to get a lot of rejection, especially as an Amazon seller. They're going to tell you, we don't need any more Amazon sellers. We've tried Amazon. It didn't work out for us. Those, I'm going to tell you right now, are your best customers, despite what you might think. They've had a painful experience or their sellers aren't doing anything for them on Amazon. That's where you can come in and differentiate yourself and dominate and show them how you can help them. But obviously you have to be able to back that up. So it does require, and this is another con, I guess you could say, some experience and confidence selling on Amazon to be able to deal with a brand owner directly and sell them on yourself and your company, right? That's the knowledge and skill part, which comes through osmosis a little bit through practice, but also through experience in dealing with selling on Amazon.